Everyone, hi, welcome to the channel. Today's herb is the rose. Okay, now this is a very important herb. I think it's, first of all, everybody knows it. Everybody has smelled the scent of a rose before. But from an Islamic and Sufi point of view, it's also extremely important. It has, if people know about these, the vibrational energies of plants, the rose has the highest vibrational energy, so it vibrates on a very high energy. So I'm not surprised that it was a very important herb for the scholars in the past. Now, as far as the rose and how special it is, when it's been special since, this has gone on for a very long time, even before Islam, before Christianity. The rose was there. Okay, it was in the Garden of Eden in Jannat Aden before Sayyidina Adam alayhi salam, Sayyidina Hawa alayhi salam came to earth. So it's also considered or thought to be one of the items that they brought with them when they descended to earth. The rose is a very interesting plant. It almost has a life of its, like a consciousness of its own. I know plants have consciousness. Generally they do have some type of consciousness and they do react to people. So they are very powerful. I know that from my Sufi studies, and I know that if you treat a plant well, I've always been brought up since a very young age to treat plants well, not to cut a plant unless I ask permission, and sometimes we used to leave gifts for the spirits that are, their job is to protect the plant. So if someone cuts a plant, the person can get hurt if they don't know about these things. Now, with I remember the first rose bush that I cut. My grandfather, who is a known Sufi scholar, and he was a medical doctor as well, but he's very known as a Sufi, and also his ancestors, what they showed him to do, he showed me. And the first rose bush that I had to trim or cut, he made me get 7 copper coins and bury them in the ground where I cut that bush as a thank you to the spirit of the plant. And he said to me, you need to really be respectful here, because the rose is guarded by some of the most powerful and angelic forces in the world. So in his practice, in our practice generally, when we want to say, write a tahfiz for someone or a ta'weez for someone, like I think Muslim people will know more about this. It's like a small scroll that the person carries for protection. We do it in damask rose water. It has to be the Rosa Damascena, which is the damask rose. Now this rose is specifically has 2 roses in it, 2 different kinds of roses in it, and it will therefore it provided double kind of energy. The more mixed the plant is in its genetics, say for example the Rosa Damascena is like 2 different kinds of roses. There's other roses that are more mixed. The more mixed something is, the more power it gives you. Herbs are very kind. When you have a lot of them, they don't work against each other, they don't clash, they don't do anything, they just bring you the best result possible, as much as they give you as much goodness as they can. And the rose is incredible. Now, from an aesthetic point of view, if you use rose water for your skin, for your hair, for your daily washing, for example, you have this habit of using rose water, or you have a rose essential oil that you use to mix with your shower gel, or mix with your things that you use, you will find that the skin's quality will improve, the hair's quality will improve, the whole body will improve, even breathing and calmness, anxiety improves. a lot of different things from an aesthetic and aromatherapy point of view. Perhaps we can go and research this online somewhere. I'm sure they will have a lot of information there about the details of the uses of the rose scent in aromatherapy and so on. I'm not really clued about aromatherapy, but I do know very much about the spiritual side of it. Now, roses, when you look at them, what do you feel? What do you feel? You feel love, you feel kindness, you feel attraction, you relax, and you want to go and smell it, and you want to go and hold it. So it's a very powerful herb for attraction. The planet of the rose plant, every plant has a planet that's been associated with it. It's written in our books. This is probably like, I have a book that is like nearly 200 years old or 300 years old. I have another book that's close to 1,000 years old. All of them, they associate the rose with the planet Venus. We have prayers that are connected to the planet Venus when it comes to marriage and love, and also work and business, because it really works to the planet Venus's energy. It works to awaken that part of people, the loving part, the beautiful part, and the giving part. So it also helps people calm down and be effective when they communicate, be nice when they talk, so that people listen to them more. But it is a very powerful influence, I would say, Venus, because to be honest, I thought Venus was just a planet. But one day after I did my namaz and I do my Quran reading in the evening and I do my namaz, she appeared to me as a woman, and I saw a woman. And she was obviously very beautiful, modestly dressed, and was very kind-natured. I could just feel that. And she just smiled at me and walked away. So I was frozen when that happened to me. But all I could think was, wow, that's amazing, that's amazing. When I went and asked my uncles and the other scholars about about Venus and stuff like that, they told me so many stories. They were like, she is Aphrodite, who the Greeks called Aphrodite. She was known as Venus, obviously. To us, she's known as Zahra. The name of the planet Venus itself in Arabic is Zahra, which is the rose. Okay, I don't think many people make that connection easily. So it's amazing for love. So whether you use the oil, you use the petals, any part of it, the leaves even, the roots even, you will manage to gain love and favor from people, whether it's a romantic interest that you want to look for your husband or a wife, and whether it's from just a family love or familial love, whether it's from siblings, whether it's from co-workers. Wear the rose scent. If you're a man or if you're a woman, it doesn't make a difference. You don't have to be wearing just lemon and and things like that. If you're a man, you can also wear a rose scent. It's all right. All of the big scholars have practiced that. When you mix this, with example, with frankincense and the star anise, if you look at my videos before, this is extremely powerful protection. It's almost like this is the mixture that they use when they want to, when someone is really possessed by shaitan, or by a negative spirit, or by a negative jinn, because there's many things that can possess a person. Even extraterrestrial energies, sometimes they come from, I've seen it with my own eyes, and I've heard it, and I've felt it. I've seen that happen. So, not to scare anyone, it doesn't happen a lot obviously, but and I got really frightened when I saw it the first time, but it's something that can be handled and dealt with. Obviously in Islam, there's a big debate about whether life exists elsewhere. I believe that it does exist. I'm not shy about saying all of my ancestors and so on, they believe that they exist, because there's a lot of ayahs in the Quran that prove that. So we have sometimes been in situations where we were cleansing someone or exercising a spirit, or casting a spirit out in an Islamic way from someone, and it was the spirit of something else, not even a jinn or a shaitan or a human. And because we are Sayyids as well, and Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is our grandfather, it's written and there's evidence for it. I'm not making these claims lightly, but he is sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He's amazing, and Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, with the roses, with plants, with anything, was very caring and giving. Okay, he would be caring and giving, and he never trivialized any kind of thing, and never judged anyone, never shouted at anyone, never screamed at anyone. He never hit anyone. Okay, a lot of these things, I want people to know him, these things about him, because the way that things are today, sometimes people, they don't know anything about Islam and its origins, and then they think it's just by the sword and stuff. I can go deep into that, but I don't want to at the moment. I think it's best for people just to know what I know, which is he was very kind to plants, and this behavior of the Sufis has stemmed from him. Now, when we have the rose, we can make use of it in many different ways, apart from the romantic side as well. It brings peace to a home. So if there is quarrels between a husband and wife, or between family members, or anybody really in an office, etc., if a person brings rose petals and scatters them, or the best thing to use, I think these days, is probably the essential oils, or if you mix the essential oils with actual rose petals and crush them with rose and sugar together. Sugar is important because it will sweeten the situation. Everything that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created has a secret power, okay, and has something that it can do that other things can't. Okay, they can't do it the same. Okay, everything is different and unique, like people. Okay, so you find different people from different places, different races, different origins. Everyone has their own thumbprint, so everyone is unique. Okay, so we can't make a judgment based upon someone based on anything, because we don't know, and it's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's job. The rose will help people come to peace with that kind of thinking. It will make people more loving towards others as well, and more understanding on an emotional level of people's struggles. Okay? Now, if you want, I'm going to give you an incense recipe today that is an amazing one, that is very pleasing to all spirits and angels and so on. It attracts money, it attracts love, it brings peace, and it's powerful, So I will give you this recipe today. So you get 1 cup of rose petals, whichever color you want. So we said red is love, yellow is joy and friend, and well, it makes people feel that you feel the good things, it highlights the good things about you, makes people feel the good energies within you, so it makes people get along and it makes them friends. So if you want friendship, say for example, then yellow rose. White roses are for purification, and if you want to make, say for example, a negative spirit leave or so on, you can use white rose petals. You mix the rose petals, a cup of these, with a cup of, with 3 cups of vanilla. Now I'm saying cups, but obviously if this is too expensive, you can use the essential oils and use drops. So you can use 9 drops of vanilla, 3 drops of rose. It just has to be one third of it, approximately. The exact measures are not important. So for the incense, actually, you can use, say, 10 grams of rose petals, 10 grams of vanilla, and then you bring 5 grams or so of almonds, the almonds, the normal almonds. I'll do separate videos about the vanilla and the almonds and how they're used in the Sufi traditions, and what we have been taught about them. But if you mix these three together and burn them on charcoal, get yourself a nice incense burner like the ones that the Arabic people use, or which is often you use all the people who are Middle Eastern or so on, and they use this nice cup that burns. They put the coal in it and then they put the incense on top of the coal. Do it safely. I think they sell these on Amazon and so on. You burn this mixture. First of all, the smell is amazing because of the vanilla, obviously. Every day, everything is vanilla now these days. So you go and you'll find that the smell is beautiful mixed with the rose, mixed with the almond. This mixture is very powerful, and it is pleasing to all of the spirits that smell it, except the bad ones. And we don't want the bad ones. Okay? So if you make this kind of incense and you go through your home into different rooms, first of all, it will cleanse the home. It will help attract financial blessings to the home, and it will help attract love and peace and happiness and joy in the home, and it will also help attract anything that the person wants, really, as long as it's halal and it's something that they know that is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is happy with. It will attract it, okay? Because I put my energy into these videos as well, and if something, it depends on the person. I give people the freedom to do what they want with the recipes that I give them of the incense and so on. But if you do something that's not halal, that's not ethical, let's say, with these recipes, it's up to you. You've got your own authority to answer, but I give these recipes with the faith that people will use them correctly, because I know that many people who come to my channel, or all of my subscribers and people who watch this channel, are amazing people, are beautiful people, and they're all like really good people. So my ancestors have given me the permission to publish some of the recipes that we have. If you just use the powder and you don't want to do an incense, you can make a powder out of it. I would say add some sugar to it, like some confectioner's sugar, this powdered one. Add a little bit to it, and you can use it as a powder that you put on your body. Start with the legs and the feet and go up to the top of the head with it, or you can put it around the house. It's absolutely amazing. You'll see many mu'jizat or miracles that will happen with these kinds of things, because they do attract the spirits and the angels that are connected to this kind of stuff. I want to say that the power of the rose itself, with the Quran and these ingredients, especially when you read them with the Quran, with the ayahs that are connected to the task. So if you want, say for example, money, you read it with Surah Al-Waqi'ah, which is, I've recorded it already, it's on one of the videos. If you want, say for example, friendship or love, you use it with ayahs of friendship and love, okay? Marriage ayahs that are talk about marriage, okay? Whatever the ayahs are. What's important really is the person's intention. الأعمال بالنيات. سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم said الأعمال إنما الأعمال بالنيات ولكل امرئ ما نوى. So which means عليه الصلاة والسلام, which means like things are according to a person's intent, and every person shall have what is within the intent they set upon something. Okay, so that's what's important. But the Quran will magnify the power, I can guarantee you, by thousands, even millions of times. Okay, so make sure that you are on tahara, read the Quran, and put your mix in front of you like an incense and so on, and pray your heart out to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Trust me, all the spirits, all the angels around the area you are in will hear about it. And then you'll have so many more chances of the prayer being answered. Okay, it will, because the rose reaches it goes very high up in the heavens. It's very high vibrational, so it will carry all of your prayers with it. Now there are some physical things. Well, the rose that helps with a person's beauty, it absolutely lets the person's true beauty flourish and come out. I've had many of my friends and my cousins and even, and they looked very dull before we gave them this rose thing to use, but then after that, they looked like, really, wow, really amazing, beautiful people, and it gives that peaceful kind of beauty that is, that is what you want to have. But it is beautifying, so rose water, adding it to, the essential oil to, the shower gel or the shampoo, etc., it's all good. And it doesn't discriminate, it doesn't care who you are, whether you're a man or a woman, it will still work. Okay, so I want you guys to try it, because if you use it regularly, it makes the person's beauty come out. It's like, it gives them a glow of attraction. Of course, we always say that if we are given beauty, then we use it to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's rida, or what He use it for good things that will please Him, and give it to Him, back to Him, because He is the one who's created it within us, and on our exterior as well. So that's what my attitude and my answers' attitude have always been. You never use it to manipulate, you never use it for personal or selfish gain, you never use it for things like that, but you use it to do good things and to inspire people and to actually be positive and be productive, okay? Now, there is also another thing that if you add the rose petals to say a hair oil or a drop of the essential oil, say 2-3 drops per bottle, also the hair will look amazing, it will shine, it will be long for women, it will be very long, or for men who have long hair. It will be very full of healthy and full of very luxurious, full of shine and so on. So it's really good for the hair as well. It helps wounds heal better, physical wounds or emotional or spiritual wounds. It helps the person heal basically on the outside and on the inside. It helps clarify the skin. It helps as well with, if a person drinks a rose drink, it helps heal the insides, the stomach and the intestines, and everywhere it goes through the blood, the rose will help heal people. And, I know people who have lived for 100+ years, say in Arabia, or where we come from, the countries that I come from, because I'm mixed from different countries, they lived to 100+ years, but these people used to use rose water every day. They drink it, they use it on their faces, they use it on their hair, and they looked young and they looked. So I would like you all to comment, and if you have any questions, let me know. And I hope this video has helped. God bless you all. May He keep you happy, beautiful, and peaceful, and amazing, and give you love, happiness, wealth, and health.